Korea announced KOICA Scholarship Program for international students who can apply in this scholarship. All graduate students from a bachelor degree who already have a master degree and a PhD, they want to apply for a PhD degree. All are eligible for this scholarship program. So KOICA scholarship program are well known or premium like a scholarship. All international who have a bilateral relationship with the Korea, they can apply on this scholarship program. So in this video I will give you all of the detail and guideline that how you can make up your application, which kind of documents you require, and where you have to submit your application. Because in KOICA scholarship program you cannot apply directly to Korean universities. You have to make up all of your documentation and submit those documents toward your Korean embassy in your country, and the Korean embassy in your country will nominate you, and they will send a notification toward your chosen university where you have to be nominated by a Korean university to get this scholarship program. So if you want to apply on this scholarship program, then watch this video. Every step I will cover in this one is an advertisement page that KOICA scholarship program. These they mention about a man. Now if we talk about the benefits, that they will cover your tuition fee, they will cover your monthly allowance, they will provide you airfare like a flight ticket, and they will cover your accommodation, settlement allowance, scholarship comprehension grant, insurance, extracurricular activity. It means that everything is covered by a Korean KOICA scholarship. You don't need to pay any kind of application fee for anything. So now if we talk about that, how you can submit your application and who can submit application, these are two different things. So a KOICA round conducted by KOICA Overseas Office, any Korean embassy in your country, you can just submit your application. I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, and the application period is just started now, and available field of studies and universities you can visit all of the universities. So I will show you that which universities are related to the KOICA scholarship program. And the next part is about master students who already have a degree and who will be graduated in the coming month. They can be submit their application, and PhD students can apply in the KOICA scholarship program. So now we will move toward the main detail for the application guide. They already provided all of the things on the website. So before going to the application side, because you have to download the application form, you have to fill up that application form, you have to attach your transcript, your degree, your study plan, your research proposal, your passport, and all of the other things and recommendation letters, and that documents you have to be submit toward a Korean embassy in your universities. So those universities, the first of all the procedure is that you have to submit your documentation. KOICA country office, they will screen your file. If you pass that one, they will submit for a lab medical checkup and arrive in Korea, orientation and medical checkup in Korea, and then you can start your degree. And now the universities who are involved in these scholarship programs. So the first one they mentioned, one, two, three, almost 15 universities are involved in KOICA University. Some are offering a master degree program and some are offering a doctoral degree program. You can see that in the, and their quota is about 15, 15. Each university have a different quota. You can submit your application according to your degree, your previous education. And the next part is that this is the main website where you can get all of the information. Now, please visit is a KOICA website to find all of the information and stay tuned on that one. And what is the eligibility? So now I will show you the list of the countries where those are eligible for this scholarship. If we talk about Africa, so 41 countries are can submit their application. So I cannot just explain all of the names here. You can just study on the main website. Central South America, Asia. Asia include Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, and all of the countries. The Pacific, they have a lot of countries here. Middle East and Eastern Europe, they have almost 10 to 15 universities. You can, though these countries who are enlisted here, they can apply in a KOICA scholarship program in a Korea. So the eligibility of the scholarship is your age should be under the 40 and health you should be a good, and they clearly mentioned here that application with a severe illness are not eligible to apply. So if we talk about this one, 2 year master degree and doctoral degree is a 3 year, and eligibility for English proficiency. They clearly mention on the main website an official English proficiency test score is not required on KOICA Scholarship Program. So you can submit your application without English proficiency level. Don't be worried. One thing you have to remember that you can speak well, you can write well. If you cannot speak well, so ensure that you will not be selected. So they provide some kind of restrictions. So now I will show you some good things, selection procedure and a schedule. I will guide you all of the things. The round one is that you have to submit your application and wait for the second round. The Korean embassy will send you an email if you will be selected. The document list, what you need application information, you need a KOICA application form. I will show you the application form, and I will show you that where you can download that one. Your terms and condition, medical history and nomination letter. And after that you need your name on the passport should be on English. All document required for KOICA round should be submitted via email. Two letters of recommendation, scan copy of applicant passport, and there is a email submission university documentation, and these are the other things. So now we talk about the importance of the documentation. And oh no, the main thing is here, if you nominated from Korean embassy and a Korea school universities, you will get a settlement allowance, they mention it here, and a monthly allowance they mention almost a 12 million, 12 lakhs, and for tuition fee fully they will cover it, and they will provide you accommodation, scholarship. If you complete your scholarships, they will give you more money, and they will cover your health insurance and private medical insurance. So these are the things that if you have any query, you can just submit your email here. So now I will show you that which application form you have to complete. This one is a application form that you have to be complete first, and then attach your application, and you can submit your Korean embassy in your own country. I already showed you that who those country who are eligible for KOICA scholarship. Here your photo, you have to fill up your name, personal data, your address, your current employment, job description if you have, career record, and now career background for last 5 year what you did, and educational background. So you have to mention that if you're going to apply for PhD, you have to provide them bachelor and a master information. The training, previous attendance or training program in a foreign countries, now the language proficiency. So I already showed you on their main website that there is no requirement of English, just you can mention that you are good enough to speaking. Terms and conditions, you have to read all of the information and then sign up here. And next one is the consent to provide personal information to a third party. So just read this one and sign and agree, consent to provide sensitive information. These are just your they, because why they're asking such kind of things, that because you have to submit your application then toward a Korea, so a lot of why routes are involved. Agreement on use of personal information and scholarship program participation guideline, they mention about that what kind of things you will get after if you are selected. You can see that there is nothing too much to fill up on this documentation. Just read the document and sign your name on every place if they require. Declare name of applicant, name of country, date, and all of the things. This one is your medical history. They are you can say that it's a medical form, you have to fill up correctly and take a stamp from a doctor. And this one, okay, and so next part is the nomination. Nomination is a very important part of the application. Official nomination to be completed by nominating government organization. So the person, they will write up the name here, officially nominate and to participate in the title of a program as organized by the Korean government KOICA, and I on the behalf of the government certify that. So this part will be completed by government authority from where you are submitting your application. So they also mentioned that other information, all information including career and education background should be quoted. And nominees unsatisfactory performance or failure to conform to those code of conduct may lead to limited opportunities of the organization nomination, the KOICA Fellowship Program. Then you have to authorize your name, your position, title, organization, and the email address and date and signature. And here you have to write up a little information about the nominee's position, that this person is eligible for this scholarship, have a good background, a good research area in the previous degrees, and then you will be nominated. After that, you have to make an envelope, all of the things, and then you have to write up your embassy address. So I will show you the embassy address here. If you come up on the Google, so these are embassy of Republic of Korea. Because I belongs to Pakistan, that's why I use a Pakistan here. You can write up your own country where you are watching a video, and you will get up the first link. Just click on this one, and at the bottom of the website you will get the embassy address. This one is an embassy address. Write up on your envelope the embassy address, and then you can submit your envelope to this address. If you are nominated, you will be informed by email or by a phone call or any source they will use, and then they will submit your application, and they require more documentation from your side to because they have to submit toward a Korean university. And after that, Korean university will accept you, or they reject your application. It depends that what kind of documentation and what kind of nomination recommendation letter you provided to them. So these are the information for that one, and where you can download all of the thing. I showed you in the beginning that this is the main website, and if you come up on the bottom, and they have a scholarship guideline, application form, and information. You can just click on this one application form, and you can download that one, fill up, and submit your application. So share this video, and good luck for all master and PhD students for their future in Korea. And remember me in your prayer until the next video. Allah Hafiz.